first understanding while working with Selenium, or if I'm taking with Selenium, if you want to be get, if you want to be get work with Selenium, what you require to work with Selenium, what you require to work with Selenium, what you require. Yeah. If you want to work with Selenium, what you require? What you require? Jar files. If you want to be get work with Selenium, you require jar files here. Our very first understanding, if I'm taking with Selenium, if you want to be get, if you want to be get work with Selenium, if you want to be get work with Selenium, our very first understanding, we need to take care about jar files here. Once jar files are available, based on jar files, what we can access? Yeah. Based on jar files, what you can access? What is it? Packages. In case of jar files are available, based on jar files, we can take care about in accessing with packages. In the same way, if I'm taking with packages, based on packages, what we can access? What is it? Class. Based on the class, what is it? Method. See the understanding. According to programming, even if you are taking with Java also, if you are considering that particular Java also, if you want to be get work with Selenium, or if you want to be get work with programming, the first understanding we need to take care about jar files here. Based on jar files, what we can access? What is it? Packages. Based on packages, class. Based on the class, method. Use of the method. Use of the method to perform action. Performing the action. Performing the action is nothing but developing automation script. Performing the action is nothing but developing automation script. So that particular automation script, that particular automation script need to be get developed based on automation scripts has been developed based on manual test cases. So if you just considering that taking with your whole concept of our Selenium understanding in simple, you want to take care about working with Selenium. If you want to be just work with Selenium, if you want to be get take care about working with Selenium, what do you record? What do you record? Jar files has been required. Based on jar files, what we can access? What is it? Packages. Based on packages, what we can access? What is it? Class. Based on the class, what we can access? What is it? Method. If I'm taking with method, use of the method, use of the method to perform action. Performing the action is nothing but need to be get developed automation script. Developing automation script. Developing automation script need to be done based on manual test cases. Further, whenever you are working with the Selenium, first you need to be get take care about in accessing with that particular jar files. So according to our understanding, if I'm taking with the method, if I'm taking with the method, how we can access the method? How we can access a method? By using object. If I'm taking with the method can be accessible by using object. In the same way, you need to be get access a class. How we can access a class? How we can access a class? Taking with import. You can take care about in importing that package. In the same way, we need to be get access the package. How we can access the package? By adding jar files. So if I'm taking with that particular package can be accessible by adding jar files. Finally, need to be get access jar files. How we can access jar files? We can access jar files. Taking with download. If you want to be get, if you want to be get access the jar files which you are taking care about downloading. That means as part of Selenium automation, not like taking with any major activity. Selenium guys already provided all the required jar files here. According to the requirement, we need to take care about in downloading all that particular required jar files here. Once we got download that particular required jar files, that particular jar files, we need to be get added to the project. Once we got add jar files to the project, based on that particular jar files, we can take care about in accessing with packages. Based on packages, we can take care about in accessing with class. Based on the class, we can take with method. That particular method is performing the required action. So further, first, we need to be get taking care about in downloading that particular Selenium jar file. If you want to be get download with Selenium jar file, we already done with the step. In that, the very first step, we need to be get mentioned that we need to be get open that particular Selenium website. We need to be get take care about and open that particular Selenium website. And then we need to be get navigated to the option. What is option? WebDriver language bindings. Once we got navigate to the option of WebDriver language bindings, then we need to be get take care about in taking with that particular option of Java that we will be taking with the available. For now, we got that particular available version. We need to be get download this particular version. Once we have been downloaded, it will download, it will download that particular Selenium file in the format of zip file. It will download in the format of zip file. That particular file according to your comfortable, according to your comfortable, you need to be get according to your comfortable, you need to be get take care about in creating with one particular folder and you need to be get provide in that particular folder. After that, you are just taking care about doing with right click. Once you done with the right click, you are using the option. What is option? Extract here. You can take care about using the option extract here, extract file, whatever the option you got, you have to take care about using that option. By that, that particular file will extract and you are able to see all jar files has been available in that particular folder. In simple, you got jar files considering that taking with lib folder, which are jar files has been available in inside of lib folder, at the same time outside of lib folder. You got a jar files of available in inside of lib folder and taking with outside of lib folder. So need to be take care about adding these jar files to project. So first activity, you need to make sure that downloading the required Selenium jar files. Once we got download the required Selenium jar file, that particular jar files you need to be take care about in adding into Eclipse here. If you want to be add jar files in Eclipse, you have to take care about following with the step. In that, what is the first step you written? What is the first step you written? Create new Java project. You have to take care about in creating with new Java project. That is the first step. After that, what is it? Right click on created project. You have to take care about doing right click on created project. Once you have been done with right click, once you have been done with right click, what is the next option? Navigate to build path and click on configure build path. You have to take care about navigating to build path option. From there, you need to take care about click on configure build path. So whenever you are working with Selenium automation, it's mandatory that you need to be take care about in adding with jar file. Without adding with the jar file, you cannot continue that particular respective Selenium program. So taking with the steps of creating one Java project and then right click on project. Once you have been done with right click on project, taking with build path. From the build path, taking with configure build path. Once you got click on configure build path, what is the next step? Click on libraries tab. You need to be click on libraries tab. Once you got click on libraries tab, need to be click on class path. Once you got click on class path, what is the next step? Click on add external jar. You need to be click on add external jar. After that, what is the next step? What is the next step? Browse all Selenium jar files. You need to browse all the Selenium jar files available in inside of lib folder and outside of lib folder. So you have to take care about adding the jar files of available in inside of lib folder and outside of lib folder. Once you got add with the jar file, need to click on open and finally click on apply and close. So need to be click on apply and close. So before getting started working with the Selenium, you need to be make sure that adding with the jar file. Once you got add with the jar file, you will be able to see all the jar files under reference library. So first, you need to make sure that all jar files has been added. Then you have to take care about in writing with Selenium program. Now let's take care about in writing with Selenium program. If you want to write Selenium program, all the steps will be the same that you are taking with Eclipse. Use of Eclipse, writing the programs and executing the program. Once you got Eclipse, under Eclipse, what you are creating? What you are creating? Project. Under project, package. Under package, class. Under the class, taking that code, writing that method, following with same step. We got taking with project and taking with that particular package. Once we got create with the package, we need to be get take care about in creating with class. Creating with the class followed with the same steps only that you are taking care about new and considering that taking with class. So if I'm taking that particular class, you need to be get take care about in providing that particular respective class name according to our understanding. Class name need to start with capital letter. So class name need to be get start with capital letter. In the same way, while working with automation, while working with automation testing, according to automation testing, if I'm taking with our understanding, according to our understanding, automation scripts has been developed based on manual test cases. Automation scripts has been developed based on manual test cases. Because of that, when you refer any of manual test case, according to the manual test case template, you got first column. What is the first column? According to the template, test case ID. So that particular test case ID you are providing as automation test case name just to understand. If you just look into some of my project, just see that how my team members has been provided the automation script name. This is what our application we followed the naming standard considering that providing that project name and giving with that particular manual test case ID. According with manual test case ID, if required, we are giving that test case description. What exactly the test case is related to. By that, we can easily understand what are all manual test case has been automated. Most of the time, we need to be get followed with the same thing. We can go with any of the project. Maximum of the project, we have been followed the similar naming standard. First is project name, test case ID, test case description. So maximum of the project, we have been followed with the similar things here. We have been taking care about lot of projects here. In maximum of the project, we have been followed with the same thing here. When you work in the real time, it depends on that particular client and it will depends on that particular project. But in general, you can take with the practice, you can follow the standard, considering that providing test case ID, as automation test case name. By that, we can understand that what exactly the manual test cases has been automated. For easy understanding, for now, we are taking with test case 1 we are taking with test case 1 and then giving some basic description that particular test case 1, that particular test case 1, considering that login, logout. So we are taking with that particular respective test case 1, considering that login, logout. So this is how we need to be get take care about in following with that particular respective standard. So now we got Eclipse. Under Eclipse, we created project. Under project, we created package. Under package, we created class. So after that, according to our regular understanding in that particular class, we need to be get take care about in having with main method that will be taking with public static void main and taking with string aux need to be get consider main method. If I'm taking with main method, what is the use of main method? Use of the main method to start program execution. So up to this, we are already done, followed with the same. Now we have to take care about, we need to take care about in performing with all the test step here. Nothing but we need to take care about developing automation script according to our understanding. If we want to be get develop automation script, on which basis we need to develop automation script? Based on manual test cases. We have to take care about manual step. According to that manual step, we need to take care about in developing automation script. So let's see that how exactly we can do that. For that, let me take care about some step related to the project of HRMS. That is what we are working related to that particular HRMS. Let me take some test case, take care about steps of test case 1. Right with the heading, test case 1, TC001. Right with the heading, mention that. Right with the heading, mention that TC001. Under that, make a note of test steps here. All the online students also, please take care about the step. Right with the first step. Right with the first step, mentioning that launch browser. First step, launch browser. Take the second step, enter URL, enter URL, and then enter username, enter username, and then enter password, enter password. After that, click on login button, click on login button. After that, click on logout option, click on logout option. After that, close application, close application or browser, close application or browser. So make a note of these particular test step. All the online students also, please make a note of that particular test step, because when you are working with automation testing, it's mandatory that having with manual step. I mean, we need to be get understand manual test cases. Without understanding without knowing what are the manual steps. We can't take care about automation. It's mandatory that we need to take care about that particular respective manual step. So first we need to take care about what exactly that manual step. See the manual step. What is the first step we got? What is the first step? Launch browser. After that, enter URL. After that, enter username. After that, enter password. After that, click on login button. After that, click on logout. And what is the last option? Close application, or what is it? Browser. That is what we got. Manual step. Based on that manual step, we have to take care about in developing with automation script. So let's understand how exactly we can do that. For that, according to our understanding, developing automation script is nothing but performing action, performing the action, taking care by method. That method available in class, available in package, that package available in jar file, that jar file available in jar file available in jar file available in Google or website. Because of that, from that website or from the Google, you need to download that particular jar file and need to add it to the project. See that how easy we can work with Selenium. Selenium guys, already provided the method. Selenium guys already provided with the method. What is the use of the method? What is the use of the method? To perform action. What kind of action? What is it? Any kind of action. That method, how many types? How many types? Two types. What are those? Predefined, user defined. Meaning of predefined? Defined by the language. Meaning of user defined? Defined by the user. Now, while working with the Selenium, we doesn't require, see the understanding, while working with the Selenium, we doesn't require to write any of our own methods. We doesn't require to write any of our own methods because Selenium guys already created the methods. That methods they provided in class. That class they provided in package. That package they provided in jar file. That jar files they provided in website or Google. Because of that reason, we are referring Selenium website and we downloaded jar file. Not only downloaded jar file, it's not like only we got download the jar file. That particular jar file we got added it to project. That particular jar files, the jar files provided by Selenium, we added to project. By that, now for our project, jar files are available. As jar files are available, based on jar files, what we can access? Based on jar files, what we can access? See the understanding based on jar files. What we can access? Packages. Jar files already Selenium guys given. We added to that project. As we added to project based on jar file, what we can access? Packages. That particular packages or that particular jar file. See the understanding. Selenium guys has been provided n number of packages. It's not like just only one package. Selenium guys already created thousands of packages. N number of packages has been created. Because of that, we are not worried about all the packages. We are not learning all the packages. We are not worried all the packages according to the requirement. According to the requirement, we need to understand. According to the requirement, we need to get understand what are all that particular packages need to be used. Let's say that in that the very regular packages and the common packages need to be import. The one package name taking with import org dot. The one package name import org dot open qa dot selenium dot org dot open qa dot selenium dot taking with selenium dot WebDriver. So don't be confused at all. Don't be confused at all. These are predefined packages. Meaning of predefined? Defined by the language. Selenium guys already created that packages. Where it is created, how it is created, we are not worried. They created all the packages. That packages they provided in jar file. Because of that reason, we downloaded Selenium jar file, and Selenium jar file we got added to project. Because of that, we can access these packages. The one package WebDriver org dot open qa dot selenium dot WebDriver. In the same way, you are taking one more package, because if I'm taking with Selenium, is that the Selenium guys created only one package? Is that Selenium guys created only one package? No. How many packages? How many packages? N number of packages. In that we are taking care about. In that we are taking care about. In considering that, mentioning that the one package name open qa dot selenium dot Firefox, taking with Firefox dot Firefox driver. For now, how many packages we imported? How many packages? 2 packages. Along with this, one more package. Along with this, one more package. org dot open qa dot selenium dot by. Now totally, how many packages? How many packages? 3 packages. These three are a very common packages. These three are a very common packages need to be import while working with any program of Selenium. Any program of Selenium, you have to take care about in importing these three packages. You can take care about, you can take care about in automating any test case, any test case you are automating in Selenium, any test case you are automating in Selenium. In simple, in general, you have to take care about in importing these three packages. In that, all these three are, consider that predefined packages. We have not created any of our own. Selenium guys already created. We are just using it. Now, if I'm taking these packages, if I'm taking with this package, in that, the one package of WebDriver, the purpose of importing this WebDriver package, why we are importing, this package? In simple, our understanding, if I'm taking with, jar file, based on jar file, what we are accessing, based on jar file, what we are accessing, packages, based on packages, class, based on the class, what is it, method, use of the method, to perform action. Our final target is action. Our final target is to perform action. To perform the action, taking that method. For method, taking the class. For class, taking the package. For class, sorry. For class, taking the package. For package, jar file here. So need to be very clear about the step. We already added the jar file. Now we got package. In that, we are taking with one package, considering the WebDriver. We are taking with one package, considering the WebDriver. Okay. Now, if I'm taking this package, the purpose of this package, the use of this package, why we are importing, to access WebDriver classes and methods, to access WebDriver classes and methods for the purpose of accessing WebDriver classes and methods. We are accessing, we are importing this particular package. The reason of importing WebDriver package for the purpose of accessing WebDriver related classes and methods. In the same way, taking with Firefox driver, we are importing this package. Considering that to access Firefox browser, to access Firefox browser. If you want to work with, Firefox browser, you are taking with selenium.firefox driver. You may get in a doubt, sir, my laptop Firefox browser is not there. I want to work with Chrome browser. If you want to work with Chrome browser, you need to mention selenium.chrome driver. Very simple. Whatever browser, if you want to work Chrome, selenium.chrome driver. If you want to work Edge browser, selenium.edge driver. In simple, whatever browser, whatever browser you want to work, you need to import that required package. Whatever the browser you want to work, you need to import that particular package. We'll understand step by step. And finally, we got the statement of Selenium.py. See the understanding. One is Selenium.webdriver. This package. What is the use of this package? What is the use of this package? To access WebDriver classes and methods. Then we got Selenium.Firefox driver. What is the use of that? To access Firefox browser. In the same way, we got Selenium.by. Selenium.by. Purpose of Selenium.by. The purpose of Selenium.by mentioning that to access previously we discussed about object identification. How many types? How many types? 8 types. To access, to get access, to access object identification or element locator methods. To access object identification or element locator methods, we need to get import that package that will be taking with Selenium.py. So now the whole concept is while working with Selenium automation, we need to take care about in importing these 3 packages. Any program in Selenium, any test case you want to automate in Selenium, you have to take care about in importing these 3 packages. By default, you have to take care about in importing these packages. Okay, so we got jar files. Based on jar files, what we got? Packages. Based on packages, class. Based on the class, method. Use of the method to perform action. How we can access the method? How we can access the method? By using object. If you want to create object, what is the syntax we will follow? Class name, object name equal to new class name. So I'm just following with the same thing. I'm taking with class name. Consider as WebDriver. Object name equal to taking with new class name. Provided class name, object name equal to new class name. Giving an error. Why it is giving an error? What is it? Which class is not available? WebDriver. Okay. Online students. Why it is giving an error? See the understanding. We are working with Selenium automation. Working with the Selenium automation as simple. Need to perform the action. Action perform cheyali. To perform the action, what we are using? To perform the action, what we are using? Method. That methods are already created by Selenium. That methods are already created by Selenium guys. That Selenium guys, they created methods that methods they provided in? Yeah. Methods are provided in. Methods are provided in. Yeah. Selenium guys has been created. The methods create చేశారు. All that methods are available in class. Class is available in package. Package available in, what is that? Jar file. Jar file available in that Google or website. Never forget this standard. If you forget this standard, you have to forget Selenium. If you forget Selenium, if you forget the Selenium, you have to forget the job. If you forget the job, you have to forget the salary. If you forget the salary, you have to forget marriage here. So because of that, what you have to remember? Marriage. You need to begin. Take care about that particular standards. Don't be confused here. In simple, Selenium guys already created methods. We doesn't require to do. We doesn't require any major hard work. Selenium guys already done with the hard work. We have to just take care about only smart work. We have to just use the methods. Selenium guys already methods రాశారు. Just we have to access that method. So if we want to access the method according to our understanding, methods can be available in class or methods can be available in class or methods ఎక్కడ availability ఉంటాయి? One is class, any other? Yeah. Another option, guys. That is the reason I clearly told that refresh all the Java concepts. Methods can be available in class. Methods వచ్చేసి class లో availability ఉంటుంది. One option. What is another option where methods can be available? What is it? Interface. Methods can be available in class or methods can be available in interface. According to the programming, methods can be available in class or methods can be available in interface. Now, while working with the Selenium, what Selenium guys has been done? What Selenium guys has been done is Selenium people created the methods. They already created the methods. Methods అన్ని కూడా create చేశారు. But all the methods they provided in interface. All the Selenium methods they provided in interface. For that interface, they given one name. For that interface, they given one name. That name is WebDriver. Selenium guys already created the methods. They already created, but all the methods they are not directly created in the class. They are not directly created in the class. All the methods they created in interface. All the Selenium methods they created in interface. So now, according to our understanding, if I'm taking with interface, can we create object for interface? Can we create object for interface? No. According to our understanding, directly we cannot create object for interface. Because of that, if we want to access that interface methods, as we cannot directly create an object, what need to be done? What is it? What is it? Reference of the class. We need to take reference of the class. That class is also already predefined. Selenium guys, everything they done. They created methods, they created interface for that particular methods. Implementation already provided in the class also. According to our understanding, interface concept, we got interface method for methods, for interface methods, implementation provided in another class. Already Selenium guys done that, just we are utilizing. So now if I'm taking with WebDriver, if I'm taking this WebDriver, see the symbol. What is the symbol they given? That symbol. Well, to see one symbol there. What is the symbol? I. Meaning of I? Important concept. It's not like important concept. Important concept only, but the meaning is interface. What is it? Interface. Selenium guys has been already created the interface. In that interface, already they written the methods. For that methods, already they given the implementation in the class also. That class reference, for now we are taking with Firefox driver. So that class reference we are taking with Firefox driver. Now we can say that if I'm taking this, what is the symbol here? The C in the top. It got an C. Meaning of the C? Class. The meaning of C, class. Don't be confused. All these are predefined packages. This is predefined interface. This is predefined interface. If I'm taking with the WebDriver, that is predefined interface. If I'm taking with that particular Firefox driver, that is mentioned as predefined class. So I mean, if I'm taking with the Selenium, already they created, already they done all the things according to the requirement. We are just using it. So now we are taking with WebDriver interface. For WebDriver interface, directly we cannot create object. Because of that, we are taking with reference of the class. Okay. So now we done with up to this particular step. See the steps we done. We downloaded jar files, added a jar files to project. Once we got added jar files to project, based on jar files, we got access of packages. Based on the packages, we are accessing class. Based on the class, method. Use of the method to perform action. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we'll try to execute the program up to this particular step according to our understanding. If I'm taking with manual testing, meaning of manual testing, testing done by human interactions. Meaning of automation testing, testing done by tool. What is the tool we are working? What is the tool we are working? Selenium. So Selenium is our tool. We are taking with the Selenium tool. Selenium has to take care about in performing all the steps according to our manual step. What is the first step we got? What is the first step? Launch browser. What is the second step? Enter URL. That means according to the automation testing, who has to launch browser? According to automation testing, who has to launch browser? Yeah. Meaning of automation testing? Meaning of automation testing? Testing done by the tool. What is the tool we are working? What is the tool we are working? Selenium. So we are working with the tool of Selenium. That means who has to launch browser? Who has to launch browser? Selenium. Who has to enter URL? Who has to enter URL? Selenium. Okay. Now let's see here. Let me try the Selenium program. We started with Selenium program. We taken Selenium jar file, imported Selenium packages, taking the reference of Selenium. Now I'll run the program. To run the program, taking with the right click, run as, what is option? What is option we got? Java application. All the steps are same, similar to Java. Now this is, we are executing our Selenium program. Let me execute Selenium program. Taking with run as, what is option? Java application. So for the first time, we are executing our Selenium program. Today is, no, what is today? Saturday. Very good day we got here. Okay. What is the time now? Any Durmuhurtam is there? Uh-huh. Okay. Then we'll start executing it. In case any Durmuhurtam is there, we'll wait it. Okay. Can we start? Execute or not? Okay. For the first time, we are executing our Selenium program. We'll see that what is the output we will get. So I'm taking with run as Java application. Let me click. Click or need to wait? Click, right? Okay. I'll click on that. Okay. Click is done. We'll see the output. Any output? Any output we got? No output, sir. Uh-huh. Okay. Something is happened. What is happened? What is happened? What you are able to see? Yeah. What you are able to see, guys? What is that? Which browser? Firefox browser. What is output you are able to see? Browser has been opened. According to your manual test case, what is the first step? What is the first step? Launch browser. According to automation testing, meaning of automation testing, testing done by tool. What is the tool you are working? Selenium. Selenium launch browser. Launch. Browser is launched or not? But URL entered. URL is entered. No. Why URL is not entered? Uh-huh. Okay, we'll see that. Now what I'll do is, let me run the program once again. I'll take care about to execute with the program once again. I'll run with the program, run as, what is option? Java application. We'll see that what is the output we are getting. What is the result? What is the result we got? Launching the browser launch. But is that URL is entered? Is that URL is entered? No. Why URL is not entered? Why URL is not entered? What is it? We have not provided. That means if I'm taking with automation testing, meaning of automation testing, testing done by tool. So if I'm taking with the tool, what is the tool we are working? Selenium. So for that Selenium tool, we need to be get informed all the information. So up to this, we got an output of launching the browser. Now we need to enter URL. That action need to be performed. But how we can perform the action? How we can perform the action? By using method. So that particular method already predefined. So that particular automation working with the Selenium. That means who has to enter the URL? Who has to enter the URL? Selenium. But is it by default Selenium will enter the URL? Is it by default Selenium is entering the URL? No. By default, Selenium will not do anything. We have to inform to the Selenium each and every step. Each and every step we need to be get informed to the Selenium. Now we need to be get informed to the Selenium, saying that Selenium. What it has to do? Launching the browser already done. After that, enter the URL. We need to inform to the Selenium, saying that Selenium, enter URL. That action need to perform. That we have to inform. To inform that, we need to inform through programming. So how we are informing? Say that I'm taking the reference. What is the reference we are using? What is the reference we are using? Driver. The driver is communicating with WebDriver, nothing but Selenium. Now we are informing to the Selenium. What we have to inform to the Selenium? Selenium came inform, Shali. Selenium, enter URL. That action need to be performed. To perform that action, we are using one method. That method name. What is the method name? Navigate. We are using the whole method name considering that navigate.to. In simple, while working Selenium automation, if you want to be get, enter the URL. If you want to be get, enter the URL. You are using one method name. To enter the URL, what is the method name? What is the method name? Navigate.to. Now, you need to provide URL. Which URL you want to open according to your comfortable. Amazon URL, Flipkart URL, Gmail, whatever application you want to automate, you need to provide that particular URL. Okay. So for now, I'm taking URL. Okay. Now, let me run the program. So if we run with the program, what is output we need to get? What is output we have to get? Launching the browser. After that, enter URL. Let's see that. We need to be able to see that browser need to be get launched. URL need to be get enter. URL entered. Entered or not? URL is entered or not? Automation done? Automation done or not? Coming from tomorrow or not? No, tomorrow session is there. Remembered or forgot? Timings. 10 to 12. Online students also. Don't forget about the timings. Now, we got launch browser, enter URL. Done. What is the next step? Enter username. Before going to that, let's go with the last step. What is the last step? Close application or browser. See that. We need to inform to the Selenium. Selenium can inform Shayali. What we have to inform? Closing the browser. Selenium. Close the browser. See that how easy we can inform. In simple, everything predefined. Selenium guys already provided the methods. It doesn't require any major hard work. Just we have to use that method. Now what is our requirement? Close the browser. Very interesting method. What is that method? Close the browser is closed only. Selenium, very easy, sir. So closing the browser, close. What is the method name we got? Method name, guys. Close. Everything predefined. We got two methods here. One method name. What is the use of method name? Navigate.to. What is the use of that? Enter URL. We got one more method. What is the method? Close method. So use of the close method, close browser or application. Okay, perfect. Now let me run the program. See the output. What is output you will get? We need to be get able to see that in launching with the browser. Browser launch. URL entered. Close the browser. Closed or not? URL is entered or not? Okay, let me try once again. Okay. Now, I'll just execute the program once again. It has to take the steps. What are the steps it has to take? Launching the browser, entering the URL, and close the browser. Let me run the program once again here. See that. It has to take care about launching the browser, entering the URL, and yeah, URL is entered or not? Entered or not, guys? Okay, URL is entered. Looks like Selenium is very fast here. Selenium is having starting problem. Till the time of launching the browser, little bit slow. Once browser is launched, jet speed only. Once browser is launched, it will work very fast here. But we are not that much of fast here. Because of that, for Selenium, we need to inform. What we have to inform? Inform చేయాలి. For Selenium, what we have to inform? Selenium, you are very fast. We are not that much fast. Go with little bit slow. Execute the program little bit slow. That means we need to inform to the Selenium. Launching the browser, enter URL. Once you enter the URL, wait for some time. Don't execute very fast. Don't execute very fast. You need to execute little bit slow. For that, we need to inform to the Selenium. We need to inform to the Selenium. Wait for some time. Wait for some time. So how we can inform that? How we can inform that? For that, I'm writing the statement. I'm writing the statement. Taking with thread dot sleep. Giving some wait time. You can give any number. For now, I'm giving 3000. 3000 milliseconds. What is it? 3000 milliseconds. The meaning of this statement, Selenium is launching the browser. After that, entering the URL. After that, waiting for some time. How much time it is waiting? 3000 milliseconds. After that, close the browser. But error is given here. What is that error? What is it? Unhandled exception. It is asking about to implement exception handling. Remember, exception handling. How we can implement? How we can implement? Try and catch a block. One approach, try and catch a block. Another approach, what is it? Throws. We can go with try and catch a block. Another approach, we can go with throws. According to your comfortable. According to your comfortable. For now, I'm taking with throws. Considering the exception. Okay. Now we can see. Now we'll run the program. See our program step. See the steps we are automating. We are automating the steps. Launching the browser. After that, enter URL. After that, wait for some time. After that, close the browser. See here. So this is how we can control that program execution. Wherever you require, you can provide that wait statement. So URL entered, waiting it, and then closing it. So according to your comfortable, you can go with any of the wait time here. Now, if I'm taking with this particular program, which browser it got open? What is the browser it has been open? Which browser? Firefox browser. It has been taking care about. It has been taking care about in working with Firefox browser. Okay. Assume that you want to work with Chrome browser. What you will do? Chrome browser. What you will do? Very simple. Selenium more easy. Just in a place of Firefox driver, Chrome driver. But error is given. What is it? Why it is giving error? We need to import for everything. We need to import, taking with import argo dot openqa dot selenium dot Chrome, taking with Chrome dot, taking with Chrome driver, taking with Chrome driver. Remaining all the steps are same. Just only browser details. All the steps will be the same. Now, which browser it has to open? Which browser it has to open? Chrome. It has to take care about in open with Chrome browser. It has to take care about in open with Chrome browser. So you can see that Chrome browser got open. URL need to be entered. URL not entered. Okay. URL entered. Okay. After that, close. Okay. Perfect. Next. Now, this is you are taking with Chrome browser. This is you need to be taking care about Chrome browser. Just let me run once again. You have to able to see that in open with Chrome browser. It got open Chrome browser, entering that URL and closing it. In the same way, if you want to be get work with, in the same way, if you want to be get work with, taking with Edge browser. If you want to be get work with Edge browser, what you will do? What you will do? Very simple. What you will mention? Edge. Okay. Edge driver. But giving an error. Giving an error. You need to import. You need to import that package. Argo dot openqa dot selenium dot taking with edge dot taking with edge driver. Okay. Now which browser it has to open? Which browser it has to open? Edge browser. So you guys need to be get doesn't require to go with in working with all the browser. Any one browser according to your comfortable. According to a laptop, it can go with practice of any of the browser, but mainly will prefer with Chrome, either Firefox browser or Chrome browser. According to your comfortable, it can take care about in working with any one browser. It can go with Firefox browser or it can take care about Chrome browser. So that it will be taking with mentioning that Edge browser. So according to the requirement, you can take care about in utilizing with any browser. When you are taking the practice, according to your comfortable, you can go with any of the practice. This is how we got an option. This is what we need to be get take care about in having with that particular respective option. Taking with Firefox browser and then taking with Chrome browser and then taking with Edge browser. So this is what exactly, this is what exactly the job role of automation tester. This is what exactly the job role of automation tester. That means when you are working in the real time, when you are working in the real time, you have to understand what exactly the manual steps are there. When you work in the real time, you need to be get understand what exactly the manual steps are there. According to that manual step, you have to take care about in designing with developing automation script. This is how you are taking care about writing with the code, not like equal to the developer. We are not developing the application by using automation. Are we developing the application? No, we are not developing the application. The application which is already developed, we are just automating. We are just automating that step. So this is what we need to get start with automation testing. So for tomorrow, try with these steps here. When you're trying it 100%, you will get error. When you are practicing 100%, you will get error. No worries about it all. Just see that to resolve that errors. Maximum, you will get an error related to jar file, or you will get an error related to the syntax, that capital letter, small letter. So those things need to be get look into that. So for tomorrow's session, take care about that particular practice here. If we just practice it tomorrow, we'll try to complete that that particular remaining step, and then we'll come up with another new concept. So that is what I have been already told, that your manual testing looks like daily serial. Everything daily serial will be there, but automation, every day you will get one new cinema will be there. Every day you will get one new concept. According to that, you have to take with the practice. So please look into that. Please look into that particular practice. Take care about that particular practice in the very perfect way. Till now, what you done with the practice is different part. From today, what we will do the practice is different part. Previously, whether you practice or not, that is a different part. But from now, from today, it's mandatory that you have to practice. If you practice only, your life will change it. If you are not practicing, your life will change it. So which change is required? You have to look into that. So please take care about doing with the practice.